welcome to your mid-annual reading. My gosh, what's going on here? You had the Queen of Swords pop out in reverse. Oh, look at that. Defensive, defensive. What's going on? Is this your energy? Okay, I'm going to put it back in the upright. Well, or could this be the fact that we got Black Moon Lilith in Gemini right now? That just happened about a week ago. And oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. I am so feeling it. Black Moon Lilith and Gemini, we got to watch our mouths, right? Because we can just like say stuff that hurts people. And some people are doing it intentionally because they got a bit of a mean streak. And some people, you know, you don't think you're being mean, but you are. It's air sign problems, right? I'm an air sign. I'm an Aquarian. So it's like, even today, I said something and it didn't go really well. It was, you know, foot in the mouth moment. And then, you know, as air signs, we're like, well, I was just telling the truth, or those are the facts. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, but people get, you know, in their feels, so. All right, well, let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. I want to do, 6 months, July through December, to do a bit of a check-in. And, you know, this is random because I have not done readings on here in forever. And somebody asked me last time I went live if I was still doing readings. Yes, I am. I still do private readings, even though you haven't really seen them on YouTube. And so if you want a private reading, it's at crownones.weebly.com, and I'll have the link down below. But, this is just a freebie for y'all, just to see, you know, do a little bit of a check-in. And I did do the 2021 annuals for you. But yeah, this is good for halfway through the year, because I know some of you are like looking at how it's halfway over, and how are you doing on those goals? How are you doing on those New Year's resolutions that you set back in January? And yeah, probably, you know, like a lot of people, you're feeling like things have not quite happened for you exactly the way that you hoped. We keep getting curveballs thrown at us. And yeah, for you, you know, Gemini, you're dealing with Saturn in the 9th house, so this might really be taking you to task in terms of your beliefs and what you can believe in. Yeah, I'm seeing it right there with the moon popping out and you trying to get expansion, the Page of Pentacles, the Fool. Some of you, some of you are waiting, and there's a lot of things that you don't see clearly right now, waiting on good news to come in so that you can get a new beginning and get some progress in your life. But you've been dealing maybe with some insecurities and some fears, and it might be money related, or values related, okay? But with Saturn in the 9th house, it's really going to take us to task in terms of what we can put our faith in. And in order to believe in something when Saturn is in the 9th house, because I just went through that about a year or so ago, in order for us to believe in something, it's really got to have a lot of substance to it. Like, I can't just, you know, I can't just fade it in. I've got to like have a reason to believe, you know. That's Saturn in the 9th house. Now, if this is not resonating with you, what I'm saying about Saturn in the 9th house, because it's not in your 9th house in your unique natal chart, good reason to get a private reading, or just, you know, look it up online if you haven't already, to find out where Saturn is transiting in your natal chart. And another good thing is go watch your rising, okay? Because, for example, you know, I'm an Aquarius sun, and the astrology portion for Aquarius doesn't really resonate a whole lot with me, but my Taurus rising, you know, does. So just something to keep in mind. But let's go on and do one shuffle, and then I am going to cut the deck. See what pops out for you. July, August, September, October, November, December. And I just realized I've been so rude. I don't think I introduced you to our guest here, Miss Kitty. This is Miss Kitty. She's asleep now. In other videos, she was rambunctious and I had to put her away, but then she came back and now she's behaving herself. I'm going to take her outside in a little bit, so yeah, it's okay, Miss Kitty. All right, so in July, you could be feeling pretty bold and ambitious, all right? Something about your passions, your creative passions, your romantic passions. We'll see. We'll dig deeper in a moment. And then August, wow, you get some kind of breakthrough, some kind of victory. That looks really good. And then, ooh, yikes. September, something falls out. Wow, that's like night and day. Night and day. Going from Ace of Swords to the Tower. We're going to find out about that. Okay, we're going to dig into that deeper. This is major arcana. Okay, this is spirit stepping in saying this is not sustainable, whatever this is. Okay, and you might be getting clear on this. You might see this coming actually in August. Okay. And so yeah, by October you're holding back. You are maybe conserving your resources. And then in November, ooh, really holding back. I'm seeing more holding back, and maybe you feel like this is what I've got to do. And then by December, looks like some teamwork, people cooperating with you, collaborating with you. That's positive. But diving a little bit deeper into July, honestly, this looks great. You know, this looks like things are going super positive for you, maybe involving a Leo or a Taurus, but it could also be about a commitment, a marriage maybe. Some of you very strong beliefs, coming across really bold, really confident, stepping out there like, hey, look at me. This is what I believe, okay? These are my values. And honestly, it seems really kind of vague. I mean, it seems positive, but I want to clarify, what is the sun about? What is going to go so wonderful for Gemini in July? You might already know what it is. You probably do. You probably already know what this is. Let's see what the cards say. What is going so positively for Gemini in July? Please show me. Well, that's like spirit, you know, looking out for you, okay? And it might have to do with the communications, written communications, contracts. Very interesting, very interesting. Maybe if you are dealing with some authority figures, religious leaders, government official type people, entrepreneurship, I'm not getting a lot. Let's see. Again, I'm getting, you know, a lot of wisdom here. A lot of it, like vast as the ocean, right? And maybe talking to people, again, I'm getting with the owl and the letters, it's communication. So if you're not actually communicating with somebody face to face, verbally, in writing, this is from spirit. But I'm also getting a dual message that spirit is sending people to tell you things or give you communications that it's like spirit is speaking to you through other people, okay? Giving you little messages, all right? Now, getting into August, we've got Three of Cups, the Empress, and the Fool card. So an Aries might be relevant here. I'm also seeing divine feminine energy, very feminine energy, possibly a mother or a wife. I'm also seeing possibly sisters or female friends, and somebody's taking a leap of faith. Somebody is getting a new beginning. And what is this new beginning that wanted to come out? Three of Wands. What is it with the threes? Can you tell me more about this? It's almost like, okay. Oh, wow. I think you're getting clear about something, okay? There's a lot of feminine energy here. Might be getting together with some, you know, like if you're a female, you're getting together with some girlfriends, talking to them, meeting up with friends, family, maybe siblings, sisters, and talking about, you know what, I'm going to get a new beginning. And I think the reason why is because you see something clearly now. And what you see clearly is that you're not going to be able to get progress with an individual. And I think there's some resistance to this person because you don't share emotional values. And you're deciding, with that Queen of Cups, you're just deciding that you're going to look out for your own emotional security and welfare. And I'm concerned, though, that there might be a marriage that is on the rocks, broken home, broken dreams, and somebody might have resorted to drinking. And it could also be that it's not that anybody's an alcoholic, although somebody might be. It could simply be, it's like a girls' night out and you're going to have some drinks and you're talking to your girlfriends and saying, you know what, I'm out of this. I'm done with this marriage. I think that you might have had dreams with this person, you know, like you had dreams of a happily ever after, okay, that just were shattered. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to take care of me now because it's not working. And you are resisting this person, you know, this emotional incompatibility any further. It's very interesting, very interesting. Let me move this around since Miss Kitty's taking out my table here. So yeah, there's a fallout. Something, you know, you're not able to sustain this relationship or where you're living, and I think that's why you get clear within yourself. You might even sign a contract or a lease in August to get your brand new beginning. And I mean, it is a major new beginning, okay? With that Fool card, you're starting a whole new journey in life, a whole new cycle. And it might, yeah, involve you changing locations. There's a heavy burden here. Wow, wow. Heavy burden, a lot of responsibility involved. It might be that you were in a relationship where you felt like, if you were a woman, if you're female Libra, you felt like you were the man in the relationship, that you were carrying all the burdens. For the masculine Libras, this could be the case for you, that you felt like it was one-sided giving. And there's been a lot of conflict and battle of wills over this. It's been a heavy burden for you. And I think you're going to make a decision to get out of something because it's just too much drama is what I'm getting from it. I mean, this is some drama. I am feeling like led to pull from a special deck that I've not pulled for anybody else. It's just like, I gotta find out what is this shadow energy going on here with this drama. This is just too much drama for me not to pull this shadow. I feel like the air sign is in the know about this and they're clear. And they know what they need to do and they're doing what they need to do, but it is just drama city. Okay, somebody's being childish and somebody's acting like a dependent. It might actually be a child, but I didn't really see, somebody projecting. Um, I didn't really, I don't see any children here, okay? So I mean, it could be children, but because this could be a family conflict, all right? But what I'm getting more so than anything is that there is clearly an adult here, and I feel it's the air sign. And I feel that this person is really carrying all the load and responsibility on their own, and there are other people here who should be helping, but instead they're being childish. They're being dependent. And that's why the situation is not sustainable. It's not going to be able to endure. So some of you could be moving locations or somebody getting kicked out of a house. I'm sorry to say. And this would be in September. Moving on to October, looks like you're going to be very frugal. You're going to be holding back, and maybe even holding back sexually, okay? Because it looks like you have the opportunity here for a new beginning, a new sexual start, but I just see you moving on from it. Like, no, I don't have time for that. I've had enough drama. Some of you might be really tired of sexual relationships. The emotions, the mental exhaustion, you're just like, thanks, but no thanks. You are communicating, you are making plans for your future. But again, I'm seeing another card of moving. Okay, so some of you, there's a move between, it could be in September, it could be in October. You're probably going to see the truth of this as early as next month, August. If you are still trying to get moved in October, I see you being very frugal and saving your money so that you can make this move. If somebody puts out a sexual offer out there, I see you, or the other person, somebody's holding back. Because I think you've got other plans for your life at this point in time. Getting into November, maybe you feel like you have to hold yourself back from this. And it might be because of possibly an Aquarian or a soulmate or some ambitions that you have maybe with your career. If it's a soulmate, it could be somebody that you shared a family with, or somebody that is a family member, okay? And there's been some kind of disloyalty here. And yes, I see separation has come between the two of you, probably because in months prior, one of you moved out. If you were living together, somebody moved out. And there might have been some disloyalty within this family. And you feel like you have to maybe hold back, because you can't be loyal to them or they can't be loyal to you. I do see it quite painful, and it might be really causing you pain financially. I'm sorry to say. Some of you, this has to do with your career and your ambitions, which I think you've had a lot of, but again, I see that somebody has not prioritized you and your ambitions. And so I think that you're recognizing this, and you're feeling like you can't really put yourself out there in the way that you want with your career, your ambitions, because the people that you work with or you network with, they haven't really prioritized that. So you feel like you kind of delegate or relegated to, staying in the box that they've told you to stay in. I'm sorry to say, Now in December, it looks like there is a coming together in some kind of cooperative spirit, and that looks really positive, okay? And it might have to do with something that you've invested in for quite some time, maybe a job application, maybe an inquiry about a business having, or a boss that is having to do with the industries of like marketing, communication, entrepreneurship. It could be you're inquiring about doing your own business. And sometimes, yeah, it might be a fire sign. I'm definitely seeing fire sign people here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, with a page, it might be somebody under 30 or a child involved in this dynamic. Sometimes, you know, pages are just communications, okay? And so I see you reevaluating what you're going to invest yourself in. And maybe I don't know why I'm getting like how you want to package yourself. What is your brand? How do you want to market yourself? How do you want to project yourself to this group, to this team, maybe in your networking? And if these are a group of people that you've already invested a lot of time and communications into, I think that you're reevaluating that and making some inquiries about that, and let's see what's going to happen with that. It looks like they're working with you, but anything new on that? What's going on with this team? I'm getting this kind of ho-hum vibe off of it. Yeah, this goes back to that Fool energy that popped up in August. Whatever the new beginning is that you get, that you're taking a leap of faith on, for some of you, it's a new business, okay? You're going to become an entrepreneur. You're going to do a side hustle or some kind of business, all right? And you're finding a new team of people, okay? But if this is like the same job you've been doing this entire year, I'm getting this ho-hum vibe that you got to find a new group or something, because I think these people might be holding you back. And I think that maybe they're not prioritizing you, or they're not aligning with you. There might be some kind of betrayal going on. And so I really want to like highlight this Fool card that has shown up twice in this reading and say, Libra, you need to focus on getting a new beginning, okay? I know that might feel a bit destabilizing, but there's some leap of faith that you need to take here. Let's see if we can get some advice for Libra. There we go. We have enthusiasm and progress. So what kind of progress can you get enthusiastic about? Because this is very enthusiastic energy, right? Like, I mean, look at her. Woohoo! I'm going shopping. I'm going to go spend this money, you know? Look at him. Woohoo! I'm going to go jump off a cliff, and I don't even care where I land, you know? Okay, so come hell or high water, they're making progress, okay? So where do you need to go? What leap of faith do you need to take? What chance do you need to take in order to get progress in your life, Libra? Because I think that this is what's being asked of you. How do you advance in your life? How do you get the recognition you desire and you deserve, right? Because I feel that there's somebody in your midst, whether it's your family or people you work with in your career, who are maybe not giving you the recognition that you deserve or the appreciation that you deserve. And there's maybe a lot more that could be done to accelerate your career or your finances, your achievements in some way. But maybe some people are blocking you or causing you to feel like you've got to block yourself and hold yourself back. So I really feel that with that Ace of Swords in August, you're going to have increased clarity, about this. If you're getting this reading in July and you're like, I do not know, hell if I know, okay? Let me tell you something. In July, it's being exposed in broad daylight, okay? Whatever it is there for you and everybody to see. You might not see it. You might be holding yourself back from seeing it because maybe seeing it is like, I'm hearing blinded by the light, okay? But I do feel with that Ace of Swords is going to be a month of clarity where it becomes clear to you, aha, this is what I need to do to get progress in my life. And it's going to be something that you're enthusiastic about, right? Because look, it's like this. He's in business because he's got vision for his life. He's a leader and he's stepping into that role. He's bold, he's passionate, and nobody's going to stop him. They're going to follow him. That's what they're going to do because he's coming in with the enthusiasm. So what can you get like this about? What can you be enthusiastic about? What are you passionate about that's going to cause you to say, you know what, I'm going to break out of this. I'm going to express myself. I'm not going to hold myself back or let other people talk me into holding myself back. I'm going to break loose of people who are not, you know, they're holding me back from the progress I deserve. And this is also about tapping into the confidence. The good news is with this placement here, I think by December, you're going to be a lot more confident with yourself. And it might be because you're surrounding yourself with a whole new group of people. Okay, oh yeah, look at that with the Justice. Okay. And this is you coming up with a positive response, right? I mean, when we get held back by other people, the negative response, and I've been guilty of it myself, you know, is get into a pity party. Why me? Why don't they want to work with me? Or why won't they help me? And maybe taking it personal when maybe nothing personal is intended. You're just out of alignment, right? With what they're trying to do with their life purpose, destiny is in a totally different direction as yours, and no harm meant. But then you got to make the difficult decision to acknowledge your differences and move on so that you can come into alignment with people who are going to move you forward in life. I do feel that there is some of you are going to be really clear about, you know, the need to get free and break some bondages. And it might involve a Capricorn, okay? Or a Virgo. But overall, I see that this is a time frame where you've got a lot of opportunity for clarity and new beginnings. Yes, it might come through some painful realizations that people are holding you back, and there was maybe some hopefulness that they would move you forward. But again, if you're dealing with somebody who's kind of childish, like, that's rough, especially if this is a romantic relationship and you start realizing this person doesn't have the maturity as much as they would have liked to, or you would have liked them to. You know, they don't have the tools in the shed to move you forward in a relationship in the way that you want and need. Right, been there, done that. It's sad, but you might have to let somebody go here because they're not ready for an adult relationship, if you know what I mean. All right, I hope I've said something here that has helped you and blessed you. And just, you know, bear in mind that if you want to go deeper with me and more specific to your natal chart and your cards, you can reach out to me at crownedones.weebly.com. Links will be down below if you just want to click over there and check it out. Until next time, I am wishing you all the best, and so is Miss Kitty. Be blessed.